So today's sort of workload, I have a cake for a lady who is 50. Her sister ordered it for her, so that will be nice. I've got to do all of my Easter cake pops, and I need to, what was the other thing? Oh, and I'm doing some GL hearts, because if you watched my last video, you will have seen that I am trying them out. So, just wipe the table. I of course let the spray sit for a minute before I've wiped it. That's good hygiene, that, lads. So put that in the bin. And now we're going to do the butter. So I am just about to weigh my butter out, so I can see how much icing sugar I need. Oh, that was the spoons, that scared me then. So I like to melt my butter just to the point where it's not completely melted. It's still got that bit of sort of solidness to it, because then it becomes more of a sort of whipped texture, but obviously I'm about to whip it. So yeah, just going to weigh it out. So I use American buttercream, so just standard buttercream. No, it doesn't depend. Yeah, it does. So icing sugar wise, I do, because people change it up, so I do the amount of butter I've got doubled, which it all depends on what I'm making buttercream wise, but I usually make either a double or a triple batch for cake and cupcakes or cake pops, so that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, just get all this out of the bowl. I'm using my new sprinkle spatula. So we're looking at 750 grams here, once I've got it all out of the bowl. Yeah, so because that is how much butter we have, I will be doing 1,400 grams of icing sugar. Just get this off the spoon. Fab. Pop that there. And now this is going to go in my K-mix for 5 to 8 minutes. Whip up real good until it's nice and pale. And while that's doing that, I'm going to sieve my icing sugar, because Tate & Lyle is notorious for being lumpy. So yeah, let's get to it. So I've just finished whipping the butter. The icing sugar is sieved and ready. So you can see the difference now between it. So it's a lot more light and fluffy. And it's ready for the icing sugar. So I'm going to put it in small increments because I don't want to overload the mixer. And yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just about to colour the buttercream for the proper coat. So I've had my buttercream sat here with cling film on it, just stops it from going dry. I'm doing blush pink, so I'm gonna need my rose and my blush because it's sort of a mix of them two really. So yeah, put that over there. I personally mix in with my buttercream boiling water. I just find it makes it smoother when I'm trying to smooth out the cake. So let me get out the portion. So as you can see there, it's quite bubbly. So because of that, you have to beat out all of the bubbles with the water and the spatula. So let me just get out what I need. A bit more. I say a bit more, but I've nearly used it all here. Right, that should do. Pop that over there. So we have this here, so I'm just going to sort of move this way, and I'm going to sort of explain it. I hold the bowl against myself and I just give it a good sort of, the only way I can explain it is like a good beating. So I've got to get all of these air bubbles out before I add the water and the colour. So I'll do this for a minute and then I'll come back. Okay, so I added the boiling water, give it another bit of a mix. So I'm now going to add my colours. So with colour mill, you always have to shake because they separate quite easily. So this is colour mill rose and colour mill blush. So we'll go in with the rose first. This is a bit of a mess of a bottle. We'll start with a small amount and then we will go in with the blush. This is actually not been opened yet. So this is how I open them. And add a couple of drops of that. So now I will just mix that in. So this is going a lovely blush rose colour. I'm going to have to check the brief just to check the exact colour, just so I'm as close as possible, but this is what we have so far, so I'll just check the brief. So I'm now having a half an hour break just while the cake cools and chills in the fridge. Well, it's not a break. I'm gonna print off and sort out labels for, sorry if you can hear my dad, he's watching the F1. Sort out labels for Easter boxes, and I'm going to get that done so I don't have to on Friday. I'm scared. I'm not, no, it's fine. I've survived all the other ones, we'll be fine. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, now on to drip. So the cake's been in the fridge for a while. I use currently, as does white chocolate spread. We're having a bit of a problem getting a hold of the spreads. So I was using Tesco's white chocolate spread. I love the stuff, but I believe it's either been discontinued or they are reformulating, so I'll have to wait and see for that. So I'm currently using Asda's. I'm just taking out the tub. I also have a huge tub of J.M. Posner's white chocolate sachet. I'm going to say that that's what it's called. For when I run out of Asda's, because it's just easier to use the little tubs, isn't it? Don't have to lug about a massive tub. So I'm just scraping this jar out. I think I've got maybe 2-3 more left of these. I'd say I used maybe half a jar of drip. So yeah, just going to put this in my bowl, and then I'm going to melt it down in the microwave. Good old Nigella. And yeah, then we're going to drip. So let's go and do that. So while the cake is chilling again, before I can press the sprinkles onto the drip, I'm going to do some more admin. So these are the sort of, I'm not going to call them labels because they're not, but the little, I cut them out and put them on the boxes as I'm convinced there's a hair here. As I'm doing the Easter boxes, and it's worked well in the past because I get confused. So yeah, I'm gonna cut these out. I'm gonna do some more sort of admin work, and yeah, I'm just trying to speed through now because it's 5:10. So yeah, let's get on with that. So we're getting somewhere now. Cake has the sprinkles on the drip. I have got the buttercream ready for the decoration in a piping bag ready to go. I am just about to glue the stick on the topper, and yeah, I haven't eaten today yet, which is a bit stupid, so I'm gonna have to eat something. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the hot glue gun to warm up, which it is doing. So yeah, we'll just carry on. So I finished the cake. Here it is. I'm just trying out my new setup with my ring light and sort of this area. So yeah, I've got this. Ignore that, it's from where the photos were. But yeah, we've got a pink band of buttercream around the bottom. We have white sprinkle drip, rose gold leaf trail, sort of rose gold glitter spatters, buttercream, and the topper, and everything is made by moi. So yeah, I'm quite proud of this. I'm in love with that rose gold leaf, so I'll be using that more, definitely. So yeah, I just thought you could admire the cake before it goes in its box.